Man, it's some BS. BS. Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Sugar Rock again. I want to welcome everybody to another edition of the Sugar Files. Tonight, we're going to talk about... Let me flip. Y'all know how I do. Tonight, we're going to talk about the artist and the executive producer. I don't know, but is it me? But it appears that executive producers now want to be the artists. I mean, whatever happened to, I hate to use this phrase, but whatever happened to, the Mac in the back and the chump up front? Whatever happened to that? So I gotta put it out there. I know we've all heard about this. We know about these executive producers out there right now who feel like being in the background isn't enough anymore. These cats gotta actually be out front now, all in the videos, all on the records. We heard Suge Knight say this a few times about a certain individual who will not say his name, but y'all know what it is. But as an R&B cat, a fan of music, I just have to say, if you're an executive producer, know your role, know your place. You don't belong in the videos. You don't belong on the songs trying to blend in with the hook. All in the videos trying to plug your products. Play your role. I hate to drop names, but you never see people like, you don't see Clive Davis out front. You don't see the baby faces out front. They play their role. You don't see L.A. Reid. You don't see Jimmy Iovine. These guys, they play their role. They stay in the back and they make sure everything runs properly from back there. You can't be successful if you're trying to be the artist too. You can't be the executive producer and the artist. Know your role. Stay in the background. You know who you are. I ain't gotta say who you are, because there's a whole lot of y'all out there right now. You're getting all confused. You're getting all these different ideas. It's boring and it's corny. And the executive producers that I do hear, that are trying to jump all in front of the camera and be all in the video, you can't sing, you can't rap, you're talentless. Your talent is supposed to be in the office, making sure things run smoothly from the background. That is what an executive producer is supposed to be. So myself, you young cats that's coming out, you just don't understand. You gotta read, you gotta really get into, what's really going on behind the scenes and what's going on in the business. Your executive producer shouldn't be in your video. You should have this in your contract. Before you sign your deal, in your contract, there should be a clause stipulated saying no one could be in your videos, no executive producers in your videos, no one on your songs except for the people that you've already appointed. So when the executive producer goes and is telling you, look here, I think I'm going to get on this track here with you. No. And you tell them, no, you can't be on my track. You can't be in my video, and it's stipulated in my contract. You can do that. Now, like I said, I'm not going to drop names because these cats know who they are. No one, no real fan of music will look at you and take you serious. They won't take their project serious. You got these groups that's coming out, they got a hit here and then you don't see them for like a year or 2 years or whatever. It's because something has happened behind the scenes. And 9 times out of 10, it's the executive producer. It's something that they didn't do or something that they did do that was wrong. Now, I hate to go here, but it's the Sugar Files. It's my show, and I can pretty much say any damn thing I want to say. So, this is what I take. This is my take on the whole thing. R&B singers, rappers, whoever you are out there, you've lost control. When you lose control of your vision, lose control of being an artist, then it's kind of hard to develop and evolve and be around for a long time. Number one, if you're an artist, you should be writing your own songs. You should own all your publishing. You should retain and obtain 100% creative control. Because if anybody else does, then you're just their puppet. Now, I used to be in the game. I'm not in the game anymore, but I used to be in the game, so I know how it goes. I know how it works. And I just feel like, when these labels fall apart, and it's nobody's fault but the executive producer, because they're the ones in charge of the label. And there's got to be an issue with a certain label out there. I ain't gonna I'm not gonna drop any names, but when you lose everyone on your label, when everybody's gone, that says a lot about you as an executive producer. That means you're lousy at what you do. You're lousy at your job. If every player on the Dallas Cowboys roster walked off the field, that's going to say a lot about Wade Phillips, who is the coach. So if you have a rap label or a record label, and you got maybe like one or two artists that are barely hanging on, and you don't have a full roster, you're a lousy executive producer. You fail as a record exec. That's exactly what it says. You know who you are. I said it before, I'll say it again. Stay in your lane. If you're going to be the executive producer, be the executive producer. Be the executive producer. Stay in the back. Take care of business. Take care of the office. I'm not going to say it anymore. So that's the end of that. I'm not going to touch on it anymore. But one thing I do want to do right now, before we end this segment, I do want to say happy birthday to my daughter, Keon, who just turned 16. And I'm going to serenade her with my rendition of happy birthday, because I love my little girl. So baby, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. To you. This has been an E-Mac Joe production, saying peace in the hood and peace in the Middle East.